one of the age-old questions is the value of water, and it's a really esoteric kind of a concept when you get down to it, because there's very few markets for water. There's some, but not very many, and depending on the use, water can be very expensive or it costs nothing at all, and there's just a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of things that are not intuitive, like out west, where some of the best water in the world is, the water's free, absolutely free, scot-free. I mean, unless you have to go buy somebody's water right. But
It's going to become a commodity that everybody, I mean, you have to have it, so it's going to, price of it's going to start going up. They're going to do a lot more to try to find it. And especially with the drought, and if these years keep on going, then it's going to be even more of a priority.
Basically, I feel that water is going to be increasingly more important in the future as supplies are continually dwindling, and we'll have to look at more options for accessing it. And it's going to be basically a resource that's going to be very important, especially when you look at the global scale of diminishing supplies around the world and continuing to be able to supply our own food, and especially for Kansas farmers and other uses within Kansas, it's going to be important within maintaining our own resources and also dealing with other states, their access to the resources and our dependence on many of these other states, such as Colorado, and that to get a lot of our water resources continue to flow through there.
Hebben ze me usen alle dag. Mrs. Hebben voor leefbaar blijven. Leerdrinkers, de hond, de katzen en de hazen en al die dingen, stof uit het veld, ze drinken water. We müssen water hebben voor leefbaar blijven. En het is erg notwendig voor ons voor water hebben, voor stof duurs we doen every day.
Since water is a requirement for human life, it should be shared somewhat equitably and not just homesteaded and taken. People should have somewhat free access, relatively free, low-cost access to clean water, since it is essential for human life. And that's, I think, where, as an ever-increasing population, we have more and more responsibility to people we're squeezing out to provide clean water.
I mean, water is life. You have water that comes into Kansas from other states, and it's our right and our privilege for that water to be able to come into the state. We need water to drink. Our livestock needs water. We need water to provide for the agricultural facilities that are within the state. Kansas is part of the breadbasket of America, and we have to have water to be able to sustain that. Water is good for recreational purposes. You may have a storm detention dam that also provides recreation, and people come into that area, and that provides an economic boom to the area that is around it.
One of the ways that I think that would be a good way to kind of get the message out to folks is to understand that today's water is also tomorrow's water. It's a finite amount of such a wonderful resource, and we need to use it in a way that we're going to be able to use it for the next generation and the generation after that. Again, it's all we have today is what we have tomorrow, so we've got to protect it.